Welcome back to GraveyardDance.com. Today, we are going to do something just a bit different than we normally do. We usually post a lot of photos to go along with the story we are telling, but since this is a story that comes from a family members and there are no actual photos we can use, we'll just use a nice stock video of a warm fireplace. The story you're about to hear came to my knowledge from my grandparents who lived in rural Vermont back in the 40s and 50s. To protect the identity and privacy of the family involved, we have changed the names to protect their identity as well as the privacy of her children and now grandchildren. Everything else is true. My grandfather was good friends with the family and knew them very well. In the late 1950s, nestled among the rolling hills and charming landscapes of rural Vermont, lived the Thompson family. The Thompsons were a kind and welcoming bunch, comprised of a loving couple, John and Mary, and their two children, Sarah and James. The Thompsons were known far and wide for their hospitality and warm hearts, always ready to lend a helping hand to those in need. One crisp autumn day, a knock echoed through the wooden door of the Thompson farmhouse. Mary opened the door to find a young girl, no older than 12, standing on the doorstep. Her clothes were worn and her eyes carried a hint of sadness that tugged at Mary's heartstrings. The girl introduced herself as Emily, an orphan who had traveled from a distant town seeking a place to call home. Without hesitation, the Thompsons invited her in, offering her a warm meal and a place to rest her weary head. As the days turned into weeks, Emily settled into her new life with the Thompsons. She quickly became inseparable from Sarah and James, forming a bond that only childhood friendships could forge. The Thompsons treated Emily as if she were their own, showering her with love and making her feel like she had finally found the family she had longed for. However, peculiar things began to happen shortly after Emily's arrival. At first, it was just small objects, a book sliding off a table, a vase wobbling inexplicably. The Thompsons dismissed these incidents as mere accidents, attributing them to the old age of the farmhouse. But as time went on, the occurrences grew more frequent and increasingly bizarre. Chairs slid across the room, curtains billowed without a breeze, and dishes levitated in midair. Whispers of a poltergeist began to circulate among the townsfolk, and the Thompsons couldn't help but wonder if there was something supernatural at play. They turned to the local pastor for guidance, and he suggested they consult a renowned paranormal investigator who happened to be passing through the area. Mr. Donovan, the investigator, arrived in his dusty trench coat and fedora, armed with an array of peculiar instruments designed to detect otherworldly activity. He questioned the Thompsons, examined the farmhouse, and closely observed Emily. The girl was innocent and perplexed, unable to explain the strange occurrences herself. After days of careful observation, Mr. Donovan came to a startling conclusion. It wasn't a poltergeist that haunted the Thompson farmhouse, it was telekinesis, the ability to move objects with the power of the mind. Emily, the orphan girl, possessed this extraordinary gift. Mr. Donovan sat down with the Thompsons and Emily, explaining that telekinesis was rare but not unheard of. He reassured them that Emily was not in any danger and offered his assistance in helping her learn to control her abilities. With time, practice, and guidance, Emily could harness her telekinetic powers and prevent any further chaos. And so, Emily's journey of discovery began. Under Mr. Donovan's guidance, she learned to focus her mind, channel her emotions, and direct her energy to move objects deliberately. As the months passed, the flying objects became a thing of the past, replaced by a sense of wonder and amazement at Emily's newfound abilities. The Thompsons continued to embrace Emily as a cherished member of their family, and the townsfolk marveled at her talents. Emily's story spread far and wide, becoming a legend of rural Vermont. Through her journey, Emily learned that she had found not only a loving home but also the strength within herself to overcome challenges and harness her unique gift. And so, in the late 1950s, amidst the idyllic beauty of rural Vermont, a young orphan girl's life took an unexpected turn, transforming her from a lost soul into a remarkable young woman with the power to move the world, both literally and figuratively. Emily was eventually adopted by the Thompson family and graduated high school and went on to get married and became a loving wife and mother to her own family. Her whereabouts today are unknown. If you liked today's story, we hope you'll consider becoming a subscriber to our channel and giving the video a like. We sure appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. Till next time.